What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach. Wow. As I'm sitting here looking at total views, I'm speechless because just 22 hours ago, we were at 30,264 total views. And guess where we're at right now? Just 22 hours later. I about shit when I saw this total views just in a little time, because now we are at 30,321 total views. Wow. Holy smokes, wow. I couldn't have done this without each and every one of you. With all of the views, the shares, the comments, all the subscribers. Y'all make this a dream, and it's one of those dreams that I love, because I love to be able to motivate, inspire, and try to help as many people as I can in any way that I can. And that's exactly how I was born and raised. Because, like I said, that's how my parents raised me. Yeah, I went through hell, don't get me wrong. You know, I went through the heartbreak, the judgment and all that. All because I'm sitting down. But as you see, as I've done, the daily check-ins, that's how I was raised. To check on people, to make sure everybody's fine. I want to make sure everybody's okay, because, yes, rough days happen. We all go through those rough times. I've been through them more than I can, put into words and explain. But I've been through them. Just like I know everybody else goes through them. And we all go through something different. In other words, because we all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. And the responses that I get on this, here on YouTube, when I look at my comments, or the comments I get, I can't say thank you enough for all you've done, for all you do. I mean, with that being said, what I mean by that, for all the comments, for all the shares, all the likes, and the subscribers. I love doing this. And yeah, I know that in the beginning of this, I cussed a little bit. But some of that, yes, caught me off guard to actually see that, where we was 23 hours ago to right now, as far as the views go. I'm shocked to see the views jump that much just in 23 hours. But you know something? Again, this is 100% what I enjoy. This is what I love. Because that is exactly how I was born and raised. Like I said, yes, I've been through hell myself. And there's really no reason for it, that I went through it. Except for the fact of I'm sitting down. Other than that, there's no reason for it. I'm sitting down, so people think, a lot of times people that are walking think, they can, just pull one over on me and think, I won't say nothing or, nothing will be said about it. But, with that said, that's not the case. Because, yeah, you see some people that have, different disabilities, and they still do the same things as a person walking does. And you know what? I'm speechless over, at some of the things. Like I said, I try to put, just as I do on here with YouTube, I do the daily check-ins. I try to do daily check-in. I try to do a daily check-in everywhere, on all platforms. And one of the other platforms I have, I've saw some people, that have disabilities that get judged, get bullied, just because of what they, their disability. People think, oh, they got a disability, we can pick on them real easy. And that's not the way it goes. That's not, just because someone has a disability doesn't mean that they should be treated different or, be picked on. And this is why I do what I do. They're trying to put that out there to say, look, yeah, we all have a disability. Some of us, yes, as a visible disability. And some of us have a disability that isn't visible. It's probably the best way to say it. Some of that, what I mean is, some disabilities that you can look at a person, you can see that. Or, you can see that they have a disability. And, some people you can look at and say that you can look at some people and they say that they have a disability, and you think, nah, they don't have a disability. They're just as normal as can be. Well, yes. Even though you cannot see a disability, that doesn't mean a person don't have a disability. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that they don't have it. Again, you only know a person's name, not their story. We all have a 100% different, but 100% true story about us. So remember that. Just because you can't see a person's disability doesn't mean that they don't have one. And with that said, I'm going to do another YouTube video here shortly after this one. Then that's some of what I'm going to say, with the next YouTube video coming up here in just a few minutes. Is you don't, just because someone has, a disability, yeah, they have a disability, but that doesn't mean that they're any different than anyone else. You know, like I say, some disabilities are visible. You know, where do they? You know, they can be seen. Um, but then again, there's some disabilities out there that you cannot see. You know, a person might say, "Oh, they have this as a disability or that disability," and it might be a disability that you can't see. But it's still there. For example, you know, just like me, I was like me with being born with level 1 spina bifida. You know, there's 4 different levels, and mine's only level 1 just because of my balance. You know, with having spina bifida, you know, you can't see that spina bifida. I mean, you can't see the spina bifida. All you really see is someone that's sitting in a wheelchair. So, with that said, always think before you judge someone. Because, again, just because a person has a disability doesn't really mean anything. A person with a disability, that's just how they are. You know, and that's, in other words, that's depending on what their disability is, it's how they do things. For example, you know, like me with level 1 spina bifida, again, affects just my balance, and that's all. You know, just like, you know, there's people out there, you know, that can walk on their own and run. So with that said, you know, there's people out there that can run a mile. You know, go over to a high school and run a mile around the track. You know, and guess what? Even though I've got my wheelchair, I can still do the same damn things. Might take me longer, but I can still do it. So again, with that said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. And again, if there's anything that you would like to hear, let me know in the comments, and I'll get that done for you. And also, when I respond to your comments and I see that you have a YouTube channel, I will subscribe back to your YouTube channel as well. I know I stutter, and a lot of times I can help it. A lot of times I can't. But for anybody that does, you know, comment and I see that you have a YouTube channel, I will subscribe back to your YouTube channel. So again, with that said, keep going, keep being you, keep smiling, and keep going after your goal or goals, and let's get it.